Hi guys. It's here, episode 3. Um yeah, hello. This is Normish with Imani Harris and today I'm just going to be talking about a number of things. But mostly about change, acceptance, setbacks, relationships again. Um Personal energy, like protecting your peace, and honestly, just like overall allowing, and I said change already, but allowing change. My God, I can't say it anymore. Truly allowing change. So, how long has it been since I graduated? I keep saying it's been 8 months. I think 8 months is a little long. It's definitely not been 8 months. Um, I graduated back in June. Um, if I'm wrong, no, I'm not. No, I'm pretty sure I graduated back in June. Um, so like what, June, July, hold up, wait, I gotta go through my months. June, July, August, September, October, November. It's been 6 months now. um yeah, it's been 6 months since I've been out of school. And my God, and I say this again, like, truly a lot has happened. A lot of really good things, I think. A lot of really hard things have happened too, but a lot of really good things have come along a way, come along the journey. And some of the things that I'm learning. I was talking to my boyfriend a couple days ago about, I was just so passionate talking about like just being okay with like being okay and appreciating the person you were yesterday and appreciating how different you are today. And by yesterday, I mean yesterday's kind of like a very like hmm like literally yesterday, like that feels like, not that long ago, small change. But what I mean by that is like accepting and loving the person you were even so much as 6 months ago to who I am now, and recognizing those changes within me, cuz I've changed. I feel like obviously I haven't changed that much to the point where I'm like unrecognizable, but like I have changed. Like a lot of me has progressed in a lot of ways, which I am so grateful for. My birthday just passed, and does anybody else have those like really good birthday cries where they're just sitting there and they're like, like you're in your existential dread. What am I saying? Dread and like grief of being like, I was just this age and now I'm older, and you're thinking about how life has passed, and you're reminiscing over the good times, the bad times, the wasted times, the valued times. Like you're just really like you're going through this whole whirlwind because you're a year older. A lot happens in a year, a lot to look back on. And honestly, like I got to my birthday and I went on a nice little brisk walk. Here's the thing about me. I'm just going to get this out of the way quickly. I am somebody who doesn't like to celebrate my birthday. I'm not like not celebrated, like, not that I not like celebrating it. I do like celebrating it, but I'm not big about it in a way. And that does bother some of my family and friends. um it bothers even my boyfriend a little bit. But I don't know. It's just kind of how I've always been. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm just one of those people that like likes to just do like leisure things that make me feel like I'm celebrating my birthday the way that I want to celebrate it. Like I'm the kind of person to buy my own cake and light my own candle, sing myself happy birthday and go to sleep happily. Like that's just who I am. Like it doesn't bother me, or it doesn't really cross my mind to have a big thing. And it doesn't bother me to not have a big thing, and it's not a huge deal to me when someone doesn't say happy birthday to me, or like all those different things. It doesn't bother me. Therefore, that being, my birthday helped me come up with like what I wanted to talk about today, because I was sitting there and I was thinking and I was like, this is exactly what I wanted for my birthday. Every single time that I've had a birthday, every single birthday that I can remember, I I just remember always wanting to like just do it the way that I want to do it. Not do it the way that other people think that I should do it, which is like big, grand, and all these people are singing happy birthday and like, and it's like, it's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. But like, it's not what I want, you know? Like, it's not how I want to celebrate myself. And I don't know if this comes off like conceited to be like, everybody sings me happy birthday and I just don't care. I just want to be original and unique and quirky. Like, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm just like genuinely like, I like, it brought me to tears. Like, going on a walk. Like, that was my birthday gift to myself. Like, just not going into work, taking the day off, doing whatever the hell I wanted to do, eating whatever the hell I wanted to eat, like feeling good about myself, doing some skincare, doing some hair care, doing some affirmations, watching my favorite movies. Like, I was doing everything that I wanted. And at the end of the night, my boyfriend had a little thing for me planned, and it was so fun. And you know, we made curry, and that was an interesting adventure. And it was just chill. You know, it was just a very chill celebration. And I liked it. Like, I mean, I was just like, it just felt like every other day. And I mean, I knew it was my birthday. Like, it felt like every other day, but also just being like, yeah, this is good. This is how I'm going to celebrate it. And I was just walking, and I was on my walk, and I was listening to music, and I was listening to Shake It Off, or no, not Shake It Off, not Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, though that is a good song. Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine, but covered by Glee. If you're hating on me right now, goodbye. The door's that way. I love Glee, and I'm unapologetic about it. But anyway, I was listening to that song, and that song, like, first of all, it had like a different kind of emotional gravity to me a couple years ago. Um, but like, you know, hearing it now and being in a place where I feel so free and so happy, and I feel like I know myself. I feel like a little better. I know myself a little better. I feel better. I feel I feel like a lot of my, cuz last time, my last birthday, I was so emotional, and I was in so much like emotional pain, and it just wasn't enjoyable because I wasn't happy, and I just wasn't in a place that I felt like I was enough and that I loved myself enough to have a birthday, to want to celebrate it. And like, getting to my 19th birthday and thinking about that person I was, that human being that I was just a year ago, is just crazy. So much has gotten better. So much has changed. And not to say that there hasn't been hard times and there hasn't been hard things that are happening and hard things that will come, but like, that change was so powerful to me. And I think about it, you know, it's only been a couple days. It's literally Friday. My birthday was on Wednesday. Like, it's been like 2 days since then, and I'm in so much awe, and I'm so proud of myself. And that's a huge thing, you know, like, that's a big change. And growing growing to a point where I can love that and genuinely appreciate that about myself, and not try to like sweep it under the rug and make it seem like a less of a big deal than it actually is, and like trying to downplay my progress. That was who I used to be. I used to be the person that'd be like, "Oh, it's really not that big of a deal." Like, yes, it is. That's a big deal. That's a big freaking deal. Like, mental health, girly? Like, come on. So, yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of like just, ugh, like, reflection these last couple days. Just being like, wow, we have come far. We have come far. And just loving on myself, giving myself a little TLC. Which, if any of you are not doing that right now, y'all need to get on it. Because it's the best thing ever. Like, just loving who you are, what you've been through, where you're coming from, and where you're going. And, like, not being apologetic about it. You are not selfish. You are not conceited. You are not. full of yourself for caring about yourself, for loving yourself, for wanting good things for yourself. Because you deserve good things. You matter. And it doesn't take somebody else to say that to you for you to learn that. You don't have to sit there and wait around for some other human being to give you that validation when you can give that to yourself. Granted, it does help when someone else is there. Like, honestly, all the people in my life they have really helped with my self-esteem. Like my boyfriend, my best friends, my family friends, my siblings, my uncle, my aunt, like my cousins, like my dad, like all of these different people that have come and go. And like just knowing that they've really impacted me. But also just like yes, I got all that validations from them because they have given me so much support, but also at the same time, like at like like while that was happening, I was having a really hard time giving myself the support. Like I do the work, knowing that this will help me. This will get me to a place where I'm happy. But what does that mean if I don't love and care about myself in the circumstance that I'm in right now? You know? Um so yeah, that's number 1. That's the first thing that I've done. And that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about. Just like loving who you were, loving who you are, loving who you might become, and being there for the ride. Literally being there for a ride. Popcorn in hand, in the seat, ready to go. Um yeah. And honestly, accepting that there is always change. Always. You are never going to not be in a situation where change is not going to come about. That's just how life works. We know that. I remember when I was a little younger, I used to beg and plead God. Like, I'm not a religious person. I think I've said this before, but I'm not a religious person. But I literally, as a kid, would like get on my hands and knees and pray that like if anything was gonna change, it wasn't gonna be anything too big. And that I was gonna be completely fine and it's gonna be rainbows and lollipops and unicorns and all these good stuff. Like that it wouldn't be hard to change. It wouldn't be hard to face change. But the reality was that for me to be who I am today took a lot of crying, took a lot of screaming, took a lot of I was kicking, screaming, scratching, like I was not going for it. Like and that's what it takes. Like it takes a lot of just emotional drain to change. And like when you get to your birthday, not that it has to be your birthday, but for me, like when I got to my birthday, I sat down and I just really looked back and I was like, I was fighting for my freaking life not to change because it is so hard and it's so uncomfortable, but it's good. It is. So, yeah. Another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, and this is me kind of segueing, going into setbacks. So y'all already know my college situation. I've already exposed it to the world. Um a girl is struggling to like figure out. I mean, she was struggling. Girly is not struggling that much anymore, but Girly was struggling. Um and like the trial and error of like learning how to pay for school in my circumstance for me, I'm not going to speak on anybody else's experience. I'm not going to sit here and be like college and loans and scholarships and all these different things, everybody experiences it the same. That's not true. Nobody does. I know. And I totally am not speaking from the experience of anybody else, but for me, it's been eye rolling. It's been eye rolling. Um, but it's happening. But it has been a lot of trial and error, try again, and try again. And honestly, I did not love it. I do not love it for the most part. Like I don't. But at the same time, I'm glad that it's happening because I'm liking the idea recently that you think to yourself when you're in a hard situation and you think to yourself, because of this, I am becoming a more credible human being to help someone else when they're in this position. Because of this hard thing, it makes me more helpful, more loving, more understanding, more compassionate because of this hard thing. And it's like, in spite of it, I will move forward and I will do good things and I will be good things and I will get good things in spite of this hard thing. And because of this hard thing, I can be a good person. I can help people if they need it because I know where I've been, basically. So like, if you're going through a setback, babe, trust me. If you keep pushing on, I guarantee you, by the time that you look back at this thing, you're going to be like, "Dang, but I did that." And pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a little love because you deserve it. Because whatever that thing is, it's worth you loving yourself a little more because you got yourself through it. Truly. So, setbacks ain't nothing but a chicken wing. Literally, Melanie Demore. Sorry, she was my choral director from when I was a part of Allstate. She used to say this thing to us, and it was always the it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Literally, like, I thought that was the silliest thing on planet Earth, but no. I mean, just say that to yourself sometimes, because sometimes when you're not taking it so seriously, shoot, it'd be the best times. It'd be the best times. Um, yeah. And also, another thing I wanted to talk about, and this is still on the same theme with acceptance. Accept that you can change, which we already talked about, but also accept that everything else around you changes too. And when you change and you want like certain things, like let's say people, you want people to be in your life, I would hope that they would change with you. Not in the sense they change for you, but that the relationship progresses because they're progressing as well. But here's a hard thing. Sometimes you'll find yourself in situations where you're just so willing and wanting to change, but somebody else is holding you back because they don't want to, or they don't want you to, or they don't understand why you're trying to. And I just gotta say, it's not your job to make other people understand you. It just, like, it isn't, unless you want to make it your job. But other than that, it isn't your responsibility. And it's, like, it's not something you owe. So to those people, unfortunately, you'll find yourself in positions where you realize that you're both just on a very different space and time. And because of that, it's kind of prohibiting your change. So, honestly, this is like my random word of advice, really. Not that random because it's still related to what we were talking about here, but random word of advice. Um allow the people who will feed into your life to feed into your life. And the people that are just like, if they're not feeding you, they're not fueling your fire in any way. And that sounds very like fueling your fire and like, I don't know. Maybe it's too metaphorical, but I think you get what I mean. Like, don't waste the time, babe. Like, you can love them, you can be still like really good friends with them from over here. Like, it's just the truth of the situation. Like, if you really want positive change for yourself and there's somebody in your life who isn't allowing you to have that positive change, there is nothing wrong with you stepping away so you can help yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. I think that's like a big lesson that I had to learn, and I learned it in a very, very hard way over the summer. But it was a lesson that I needed. learning that it's okay, that if you need something in your life, you need it, and something else is prohibiting you from getting those things, you need to go. So, yeah, change is crazy. Like, it is, and it's hard. And, you know, it does really help to know that, like, everybody is consistently going through change and that it's always hard. Doesn't matter who you are. Change is hard for everybody. And you're not alone in that experience. Whatever kind of change it is, I promise you, change just, it has no other name, and it doesn't really, look that different for a lot of people. The same feelings come about when it comes to change. When it comes to changing yourself, when it comes to accepting the change, when it comes to allowing the change, just all those different things. Also, one last piece of advice. When it comes to change, and this is what I've been trying to do for myself, but it's so hard. It's so hard. But pushing myself, just pushing myself, like literally that simple. Like sometimes I'm just like, I can't. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, it'd be the simplest thing, you know? Like, I don't know. Let's say I just want to be in better shape, which I do. I do want to be in better shape. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I just want to be in better shape for my health, you know? Just to be a little more healthier. Just to be a little more, kind of like, I don't know, awake on my toes. Like, just being, active. I want to be more active. It makes me happy. But it's so hard to be active, especially now that it's getting colder and I lose a lot of motivation. And it's related to a lot of different, like, mental battles that I get so overwhelmed that I'm just like, no, I can't. Don't talk to me. Lock the doors. I'm gonna go to sleep for the next week or so. Um, but in those moments, and I have been trying. I promise you. Anybody that knows me and you're like, girl, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Because I have been trying. I have, on my own, in my own way. Um, and no, like, when you're pushing yourself, girl, and I mean girl in the, like, general girl. I say girl like it's everyone, like it applies to everyone. So sorry if you don't like it. Maybe this isn't the channel for you. Um, so much love, so much love, so much love. Anyway, um, but like, girl, you can take breaks. You can take breaks, but also push yourself. Okay, push yourself for a good change because you deserve it. You deserve good things, and I say this again. Um, yeah. Honestly, oh, sometimes talking into the mic alone in my room on my bedroom floor. I'm not on my bed this time, like the first episode. I'm on the floor again. Um, sometimes like talking to myself in my room, I feel like I solve all of my problems. Like, that's why I kind of love having this channel. Like, just talking to you guys, whoever's listening. I know it's a small audience, but still, someone's listening. I hope. um, it really does help me a lot. And I really do appreciate all those people that are listening. And I do appreciate all the people that respond to my Instagram posts. Which, by the way, if you are not following my Instagram, the handle is at norm, which is lowercase underscore ish, at normish. Okay? Yeah. If you're not following it, what are you doing here? How are you not following it? You might as well just like scurry onto your Instagram real quick. Thank you. Um, but yeah, truly, thank you. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Be good human beings. Be amazing. Be incredible. Be beautiful. Be you. Love you guys. Goodbye.